All right, welcome to part 27 of the Sonic Frontiers playthrough. Continuing on with Oranos Island exploration. Yippee!
Yippee!
I believe this island is the biggest one in the game. It's either that one or Ares Island, which is also pretty huge in itself.
I'd probably say it's Ares.
Probably. Ares is
Well, technically, the biggest island is Kronos plus Uranus together.
well, as the game is right now. Ares is a bit more circular in design. Like it's just, I feel like it's just like one big circle with a little bit of a protruding islands here and there, but that's kind of whatever. Uranus is a bit more horizontal in length.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, so
There's also a lot of empty space in Ares. There's a lot of there's kind of a lot of just like really flat areas.
Yeah, a little bit. They try to compensate that with like like the starting area in Ares is more flatter than everything else because that one's more of the sand duney area, whereas like if you go north of that, that's where all the rocky stuff is. So, and you can climb all that stuff too, provided that the game's collision detection wants you to. I mean,
yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, no, Oranos is much more horizontal. And so we start off in the eastern part of the map, and then we'll eventually make our way to the western side, where a lot of the emeralds are. So we'll get to all that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is where we start getting all the original cyberspace stages.
Yeah, this is where we get all of the city-themed cyberspace levels.
Oh man,
they literally chucked fucking they literally chucked like fucking 70% of the city levels just in this one island.
It's almost as if Uranus and Kronos are supposed to be one island. Oh man. Can you tell that this game was rushed?
Oh, what gives you that idea?
I don't know. It's just like
it's almost like in the game files that it actually says these are all the first island.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Oranos also has the most cyberspace stages and the most guardian bosses to fight. It's almost as if it was supposed to be the main island.
I think there was a mod that came out. I don't know if it was recent or if it was out for a while ago. I'd have to check, but I saw a mod that someone did that actually like made that was like the full like put together like Kronos and Uranus and stuff like together as one big island with all of the like unused like puzzles and stuff that were in like the Rhea section and stuff.
Oh, unused puzzles. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, there's because in the final game, Rhea is basically just the story dump island. You have all of the towers you have to go to, and there's just a lot of just like nothing if you go like out of your way and stuff like that. But there's a bunch of like actual like puzzles and stuff, kind of like more of those like I guess you call them like the Ubisoft like kind of things, like that. There's actually like a lot of those stuff that were going to be in that section that have been like an actual developed island or something like that, but because they like Rhea just becomes a story island, they go completely unused.
Oh, I see.
And I think people found them in like an earlier like version of like the island or something like that from one of the versions of the game or something, and someone was actually able to like recreate them and like bring them back into the PC version as a mod, which is really cool.
Wow, okay.
I think it's a little unstable because the game, you're not really technically supposed to have this one, like, actual massive island to explore, like, just all at the same time. So I think it's a little unstable, but it is really cool that people actually were able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the beauty of one part of the Sonic community is that they can fix all the Sonic team's mistakes.
Yeah, the good part of the Sonic community.
I had to stress that because I was about to say the best part of the Sonic community, as if there's like one community. I suppose there is, but
I mean, technically, but there's some pretty dark sides of the community.
Yeah, we don't like those kinds. No.
Kid, don't go to DeviantArt.
Don't go to Rule 34.
No, please, dear God, no. You save yourselves. Find Jesus. Oh man. Yeah, no. I mean, I would like to say, at least us three, us part of the Sonic community, we're the part of the community that we jokingly say, well, we jokingly say we hate Sonic. We mean that semi-seriously. We keep playing his games because we're fucking numbnuts, but we also are not very happy with every single project. Oh yeah, and we're normal. We're not artists, and we don't divulge into the artists aspects of it. Fair. Yeah, I'm not.
But you know,
don't like
most furry artists are just commissioned.
Well, you said it. I didn't want to say it, but thank you for saying it.
Do you know? Most of them are just.
You got destroyed. What?
Getting hit by ghosts is a one-hit kill.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like the tentacle things, those are meant to slow you down so ghosts can actually catch up to you. But like one touch of ghost and you're dead.
Huh.
Yeah. This is actually one of the better Guardian fights in the game.
I don't really like this one either.
Oh really? Well, I feel like just
this one. I had. I mean, it wasn't really that like much of a challenge the first time, but like on like repeat playthroughs. Oh my god, he would fucking spam those tentacle things, and I would just never be able to get enough speed to side-loop the fucking thing. I would spend like minutes just trying to get him to stop firing at me so I can get enough speed to side-loop around those.
Okay, I've never had an experience like that, so wow.
It's just bad.
Skill issue. Yeah, but no, I just like them for the pure platforming challenge of themselves, because these like pretty much all the jungle gym stuff in Sonic Frontiers is legitimately fun. So, and just having a boss center around that I think is cool too. Although I can see, because you actually have to manually activate that one yourself by going up to the thing and pressing the button, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess it could be possible you can never interact with that thing at all in any playthrough.
That is a good point. Yeah, you could just like never run into one of those, or just like not like realize like what to do with it or something, and then just not fight the boss.
Right. Yeah. Because if you didn't know that was the thing. Like, you'd be looking at all that that specialized level design for that boss fight and be like, where the hell are the memory tokens?
Yeah, you would go across that entire like rail section and stuff and platform, and you'd just be like, is there seriously nothing here?
Yeah, which wouldn't be too far off for this island in particular, because like that area where the boss fight arena is, you're locked out of, you can go around that to the back side of it, which would also be the northernmost part of the map. There are some jungle gym stuff there, but there are no memory tokens along with them. And I'm like, what? What? Why would you make these if you don't fucking put shit around it?
Forgot to place them.
Oh, man. This game is a great development. 10 out of 10. No, 7 out of 10.
It's almost like Sega cares more about Persona and Yakuza than Sonic now.
Oh, really? What gave you that idea? Oh, man. All right, time to do the Tetris puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little funny.
It's like you just edit in like the Tetris theme while you're doing this.
Boom.
Yeah.
I think way back when on the Virtual Boy of all things, they tried to do a 3D Tetris game. Like they not have have the pieces be like that and not stuck on a 2D plane. But yeah, it's I suppose it didn't work out well because one, it was on the Virtual Boy, and two, I'm not exactly sure how the formula would work in 3D. I bet it was disorienting as shit. I wouldn't mind if they tried again in the new modern era. Maybe that could be a VR game, Tetris 3D. That'd be cool, right?
I mean, you can play the what is it? What's that like that one like Tetris Connect, was it? Like it was like a PlayStation one. You can do like PlayStation VR with it, but it was basically just playing Tetris with just a VR headset strapped to your head.
Oh.
It wasn't really anything that interesting, but I mean that would be kind of cool if you could like play Tetris and be able to like move around and see everything in 3D or something at least.
Yeah, I think that the Virtual Boy game had some like new what are they called? Tetrominoes? Whatever the hell they're called. New blocks.
Yeah, I think that was right, Tetrominoes.
Guess who fucking plays Tetris?
They're close enough.
Yeah. I think they had some new unique ones too, like ones that wrap around and stuff. I guess kind of like that one puzzle we just did for their new 3D environment. That was probably all the craze back then. It's like everything's going 3D. Let's make Tetris 3D. Oh no. Not the virtual.
Oh great heavens.
Not the Virtual Boy. Yeah. I think there are only like 5 or 6 games released for the Virtual Boy in total. And
oh really?
Yeah, it's almost as if the thing didn't do well. But from what I hear, just in general gaming conversations, the one legitimately good game for that Virtual Boy was the Wario Land game. Yeah. I was about to say WarioWare, but that's not true.
Wait a second.
I sometimes get the two mixed up, even though I don't think Wario Land has had a new game in so long. Probably the Wii game was its last one, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. But WarioWare is still going on, and they just revealed another new one at the Nintendo Direct just the other day, and I'm like,
they did, didn't they?
what?
Wasn't like a Steam game. I forgot what it was called. Pizza Baron or some shit.
Pizza Tower.
Pizza Baron. That's the restaurant.
Oh, I don't care enough to remember. Yeah, Pizza Tower. That was in response to Wario Land not having that many, getting a new release.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Pizza Tower has a lot of like Wario Land inspiration and stuff. I've heard a lot of really good things about it, but I've never played it myself.
Interesting. Oh. Here's your Wario Land spiritual successor for any of you Wario Land fans. Yeah? But yeah,
it's kind of cool how we're getting a lot of like, especially like indie games and stuff that are just like spiritual successors to like old stuff that people like and stuff like that. Because I mean, because we have like the Pizza Tower. I think I might have. Well, I don't know if I mentioned it on like in a video, but I know I've like showed you like Bomber Cyberfunk, which is like essentially Jet Set Radio 3.
Radio. Yeah, essentially.
There was, I can't remember what it was called, but I remember someone made like an indie game that's really inspired by like the old like Paper Mario games, like that are more like RPG like compared to the newer Paper Marios that are just more Mario.
I've seen the gameplay of it. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember what it's called either, but yeah, it's cool that we're getting these like games that are inspired by like old stuff that like these developers are just refuse to make another game of.
I mean, yeah, we kind of live in this era where the people that grew up with those types of games specifically are now game developers themselves, and so
yeah,
they just they they're essentially saying, "Fine, we'll do it ourselves."
Yeah, exactly.
Since the gaming market now, because that's the whole thing with the indie game attitude to begin with, because they really do not like modern gaming trends as a whole. I can somewhat sympathize with that. I still play some modern games in today's age because I wouldn't live without my RE4 remake. But
yeah.
I really wouldn't. But yeah, no.
I think you'd be fine with the original. You still play it like 100 times.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But I just feel like something would be missing still. But yeah, no, it's something that I can at least sympathize with. They might be misguided in some areas. So like they say that there are 0 good games, period. No, that's not really true. And let's also not ignore the fact that even in their time, like the late 90s, early 2000s, there are some pretty awful games back then too. Let's not kid ourselves about that, but I understand where they're coming from.
What's it called fuck, what was it called? The one Atari game that's infamous for being shitty.
The one what game?
Atari game.
Oh.
Atari.
Yeah, E.T.
Yeah, E.T.
Yeah, the thing that crashed the initial Western video game market. Oh, man. Yeah. That's actually, like, semi-seriously. This is, like, why I always call, like, quote-unquote modern gaming to start with the NES, which is technically the 3rd generation of gaming. Because the 1st and 2nd generations are nothing special.
The NES was called the entertainment system because game consoles had a bad rap at the time.
Oh, yeah. I guess I had to name it something.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, who would have thunk, yeah.
The E.T. did not help.
No, it really didn't. I want to say that was like one of the very first like movie tie-in games ever, and this is 1983, and gaming around that time looked nothing like movies.
Yeah.
So when people bought the game thinking they were gonna get an experience just like the movie itself, no. One, it was nothing like the movie. 2, it was also bad, even for early 1980s standards. So, ugh.
I would love to find someone who thinks the E.T. video game is a secret hidden gem.
That guy probably works at IGN.
Or in 4chan.
Or 4chan. Yeah. Yeah, no. Indie spiritual successors are they're great. They're great. Not all of them. Remember Mighty Number 9? No? No? No. I'm actually surprised on the same topic. There are so many Mega Man spiritual successors.
People love their Mega Man.
I guess they do. But there are like so many of them.
Yeah. I guess they just left that big of an impression.
I guess so. I mean,
yeah, I know a few. I don't think I've really seen that many, but it could just because I haven't really been looking for them.
well, I probably say that because like in comparison to Castlevania's spiritual successor, which is Bloodstained, that's only one franchise that I know of. Whereas like everything else, like Mighty Number 9, I guess technically. Azure Striker Gunvolt, that's also one.
Yeah, I know about that one.
Yeah, freaking no, that's not.
Like what, the 2000 some XX?
Yeah, those games.
Yeah, yeah.
20XX.
It's like 20XX, and then there's like a sequel which I think is like 30XX or something. Those are actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's like if Mega Man was a roguelike.
Yeah. So stuff like that. It's really just like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say because kind of going back with like you said with like the Castlevania, like Spirit of Successors with like the Bloodstained and stuff like that. I actually saw something a while ago. That was I think it was like another Inti Creates like game or something, but it was. So okay, so here's the thing. Inti Creates has this series called Galagun. Do not look it up, okay?
Oh, okay.
It's a weird game where you go it's a Japanese game. You go around at high school shooting cute anime girls and their clothes fall off and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No, sorry. You said high school and shooting in the same sentence. I got worried there for a sec.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
You're not, but you're basically trying to make them all orgasm.
It's weird. But they have a spin-off game. They have a spin-off game that's a lot less that kind of horny stuff, and it has a lot of like Castlevania kind of like inspiration to it, and also a little bit of Mega Man. And it's a multiplayer game. It actually looks really fun. I want to try it.
Oh, so you guys can come together? Oh.
It doesn't really have any of that. Although I think it's the final boss is a little bit of that kind of like Galagun horny stuff. But the majority of the game is it's basically just Castlevania with like a little bit of Mega Man, and it looks really fun actually.
Okay, well, I won't look up the other game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no. The more we talked about it just then, it just kind of made me realize, like the indie developers, they're making games in the genres that don't really get a lot of attention anymore. So, like platformers, Metroidvanias, and all the like, because the gaming trend now is to make, it's either Sony like movie games or Fortnite clones. It's one of the two. Yeah. And so if you don't like that direction, then you can go play the new indie stuff.